For the men and women serving in our armed forces, the fear of facing a life-threatening injury on a daily basis is an all too common reality. To combat this threat many soldiers find themselves in on the battlefield, the DoD makes first aid training a basic requirement for the U.S. Army and its troops. The first aid curriculum, known as TCCC, aims to mitigate these high-stress situations through medical training and practice. A core component of this training is learning how to stop massive bleeding, known as hemorrhaging. Wound packing is the medical technique used to stop hemorrhages on parts of the body where a tourniquet cannot be applied. To train for this, the U.S. Army uses training wounds made from silicone. However, commercial training wounds can cost upwards of $400 and are often very difficult to procure in a timely manner. This is where Ghost Squad enters the picture. We are tasked with developing a DIY system for creating wound packing training devices that take advantage of the in-house resources the Army already has, enabling military units across the DoD to become TCCC certified at a faster rate and lower cost. We are providing an alternative to industry standard wound cubes that are cheaper and faster to acquire, while retaining the same performance characteristics such as lifelike feel and durability. The chosen solution is a fabrication system aimed at providing any untrained service member with all the necessary resources to create their own training aid. The goal of this system is to guide the user step by step through the fabrication process, from material procurement to the final assembly. In this fabrication process, there are four main components: the mold, the wound model, the silicone insert, and the frame. Both the mold and the wound models are 3D printable parts, designed and provided by Ghost Squad to be printed during the fabrication process. The mold is a 75mm cubed container, which is lined with duct tape and is used to hold the silicone during its curing process. The wound model is an additional mold piece that displaces the silicone during pouring, shaping a wound-like cavity for the final product. There are 4 different variations of the wound model, from shrapnel gash to bullet impact, allowing for customization of the wound cube to meet the user's training needs. The soft silicone insert is cast from an off-the-shelf silicone rubber that solidifies into a lifelike elastomer. Ghost Squad's material engineers rigorously identified and narrowed in on a variety of skin-safe consumer-grade silicones. Smooth-On EcoFlex 0031 and Smooth-On EcoFlex 0045 are the recommended choices of silicone due to their lifelike elastic modulus and high transparency. Casting silicones provide realism at a cost between 92 cents to $1.34, which drastically undercuts the cost of current wound cubes on the market. Lastly, the frame is another 3D printable part provided by Ghost Squad to be printed during the fabrication process. This frame replicates the organic shape and width of a human thigh and adds a grippable structure around the silicone wound cube. Together, the frame and silicone cube provide soldiers with a wound simulation that undercuts the cost of competitor wound cubes and improves training realism. To maximize the number of individuals training at one time, this frame component can also be an optional part, since the wound cube can be used as a standalone device on a table or even tucked under the arm of a training partner. With these components in hand and our easy-to-follow user manual, any military personnel can create the massive bleeding training aid from our catalog of 3D printed components. Ghost Squad succeeds in providing a robust and adaptable training solution for the Marne Innovation Center.